The strength of the O-55 large destroyer should not be underestimated. A well-equipped O-55. Enough for an entire fleet to hide. Fearless? As of today, the Chinese Navy already has 8 such warships. Imagine that. If the number of 55 regions can reach 24 in the future, that would affect the global sea power landscape. What a shock. Let's start with the exciting O-55. When we mention, from this 1 million ton heavy class destroyer, the netizens are full of praise. The appearance of Region O-55 marks that the Chinese Navy has finally turned the page. Goodbye to the lack of large warships. Intrusion guns carried in Area O-55 directly to netizens, cured the anxiety of not having enough firepower. Consider the first wave of 55 destroyers. 8 are already in service. There are also 4 new ships ready. Prepare to bring new faces to the East China Sea fleet. This means that our 3 major fleets each carry 4 ships. The power of the O-55 region is even more balanced. The ambitions of netizens are more than that, because there are new ships on the way. The construction of the second batch, carved out the same mold as the first batch, the upgraded version of O-55 that everyone is looking forward to. You won't be able to see it until the third batch. It is said that at that time, the displacement would be 18,000 tons. The internal structure will also be adjusted. Once the production capacity of the O-55 destroyer is as stable as an old dog, the dream is that we can produce 24 ships. Then these ships are the sister units of the aircraft carrier. Take any solo or team mission, combat power will also soar. If all 24,055 ships are properly equipped, then the strength of each fleet will rise. Each can be equipped with 8 O-55. It's exciting to think about. Online comments on the O-55 region. It's max out the like button. Many people think when the O-55 region went head-to-head with the US aircraft carrier, that combat performance is really good. This is the power of the 10,000-ton destroyer. Imagine that. If our Navy can be equipped with a full 24 of these guys, how much will the combat effectiveness increase? We can deploy troops more easily. Be flexible. There are countless types of tactics. This gives us the construction of naval combat effectiveness and training of troops, laid a rock-solid foundation. According to military information, the size data of the O-55 area exudes momentum. 183 meters long and 22 meters wide. Displacement up to 12,500 tons at full load. 4 gas turbines drive. The fastest speed can advance into the Mitsubishi Sea, running 10,000 kilometers in a day. As the patron saint and commander of an aircraft carrier formation, radar equipment in Region O-55. That's an insured deal in destroyers around the world. Not only that, District O-55 also installed a very vertical launcher for cattle. 112 hot and cold launches all hit. It's just the top of the warship world. This means he can fit the latest missiles. The power is self-evident. Within that 50-kilometer strike range of Midtown, one pit can fire 4 rounds. Easy. The ace weapon in the hands of our Navy. For example, during the Dongfeng period, this kind of superb. The board of a sonic missile, and that Red Flag 19 anti-aircraft missile. All O-55 regions can be used with these big killers. On the anti-air defense front confrontation strike, the O-55 region can dominate the throne. Translate this sentence as Liu. That is to go with the O-55 region. Those who have a false reputation have to step aside. This is not fully around. The strength of our O-55 region is so domineering. 55 area with double-click library, full of combat effectiveness, powerful anti-submarine ability. It could fit 2 submarines. Boat's sonar system is fully equipped, much stronger than the O-52D model. This makes the O-55 area. It has become the dream ship of many navies around the world. For the 55 regions, in future naval battles, the fish will be the opposite. The region is also equipped with stealth technology and an all-electronic silent powertrain. These high-tech devices let him be as silent as a ghost on the sea. Blend into the current, sneaking around the back, while waiting for the enemy to remember to find him. District O-55 has long slipped away. The current 3 fleets. The current number of O-55 regions of the US team is 4 ships. Wait for another batch on our production line to roll off the assembly line. 8 regional ships are in place. Our Navy can transform. With the strength of an aircraft carrier strike group, in the future, the O-55 region can be used as needed by the battlefield. Siege or take turns, play with various tactics of war. Forget about the American Everest. Arleigh class, Japanese Maria Muse class, the King Kong class and the King Sejong class in Korea. Come to a O-55 area of our team. Let them know what a water overlord is. Not to mention France. Those guys from the UK and Russia. Don't compare their destroyers to our O-52. The rhythm of the small house. At present, there are 4,055 ships in the North Sea Fleet. They are the Lhasa, Nanshan Yanshan, Wuxi. The South China Sea Fleet is also luxurious with 4 Zunyi ships. Shanyang Daoyuan, Yan'an's China Sea Fleet now has only one. But wait and see. Once everyone has one, all 4 Type 55 destroyers have arrived. That will be a luxury moment for our Navy. Imagine that. If we equip 24 055s, that means we have 6. Is the rhythm of the aircraft carrier formation going into battle? Old beauty little Japan, the South Korean destroyers, one by one, can compete with our comprehensive strength in China's 055 region. This highlights China's lateness. Super strategy? Warships built by our country. It's all about top standards. Their combat power, definitely a headache for the so-called great powers. I can tell you this. In the future, the 055 region will usher in a major upgrade. Displacement, weapon defense systems will be greatly improved. Once these 10,000-ton warships enter service, the Chinese Navy's ocean-going combat capabilities and active offensive power will be greatly enhanced. 24 such destroyers line up at sea. Absolutely terrifies opponents. In battles such as the beach landing, these shields provide excellent cover. In future duels, the more advanced the equipment, the better we can fight. Region 055 can also be equipped with more big killers. Missile gunboats are readily available. It can effectively hit opposing warships. Air combat fighter, underwater submarine, achieve an all-round strike. 24 ships of the 055 region are of great significance to the Chinese Navy. The footsteps of the Chinese Navy, certainly not limited to domestic waters. Safe escort from the Gulf of Aden. Scientific expedition to Antarctica. Go to distant waters to safeguard our interests. The Chinese Navy will be everywhere. It all depends on our country's naval construction. Spare no effort. And a strong push for technological innovation. In the future, with the blessing of more advanced technologies, the power of the Chinese Navy will only increase. For world peace and stability, do our part.